Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another video. So if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Pranil and I am an international student doing my undergrad here at Monzo Bank University, Newcastle, England. So I do make videos on international student travel vlogs and much more. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and watch the video till the end. Anyways, first thing first, moving forward, in my last video, I did ask for some suggestions and feedback on which I could improve on to bring the best quality videos. So many people commented and also messaged me directly on Instagram saying I should be, adding some Hindi words as well, so to target a wider range of audience. So I do appreciate the comment and I will take that into consideration. So मैं हिंदी भी add करूँगा अपना वीडियो में आज से. Well, it might not be, fluent. I just speak broken one, but please bear with me. So इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे explaining the utility system in the UK, how it is different from back home in India, and how much an average household or an average student pay, and what's the best way to manage this. So make sure you are watching the video till the end and let's go. Explaining from basic, जब भी student यहाँ पे आते हैं UK पे पढ़ने के लिए, like majority of them go for student accommodation in their first year, which is preferably the best one. तो students directly student accommodation के website पे जाके book करते हैं. तो the rent they pay on weekly basis or monthly basis already includes everything, the utilities, which are electricity, gas, water, broadband, and other additional facilities. The student accommodation में ये सब चीज included होती है and student don't have to worry about any of these. No matter how much they use, everything is all included in their bills. So when students make their friends as the year progress, तो जब second year third year में जाते हैं and student make friends, they move out of student accommodation, off campus जाते हैं. तो घर बुक करके जब भी students बाहर पे रहने के लिए जाते हैं, so now the real struggle starts. They have to manage their everything on their own, electricity, gas, water, broadband, council tax if they are a working professional. So we will explain these things in details and try and give some tips and insight in how you can better do the process and how you can preferably save some quid as well. The utility bill consists of three components: electricity, gas, and water, and two additional components as well, which are broadband, extremely important, and council tax if you are a working professional. So starting from electricity and gas, back home India पे, like, and electricity is normally owned by state government. तो हम जब भी monthly electricity की bill pay करते हैं, we directly go and pay to state government, either visiting a state bank or using Google Pay or any other UPI. And for gas, we use a normal cylinder tank and we refill that monthly on a monthly basis. And this is how like electricity and gas are billed back home. But things are slightly different in here. यहाँ पे government की कोई भी involvement नहीं होती है इन चीजों में. Everything is privatized, and since it's a capitalist economy, तो सभी चीज privatized कर दिया है, and there are multiple suppliers that you can choose from. Example: Octopus, British Gas, Scottish Power, Rebel, Eon, Cell. You can choose your own suppliers. तो आपकी घर पे आप खुद अपना supplier choose करके you can get their services. And for gas as well, it's the same thing how it's with electricity. Water supply, you can't choose your suppliers as it's a general supplier supplying to the property. It depend करता है आप कौन सी area और कौन सी city, कौन सी locality पे रह रहे हैं, but you can check that in the website as well.
So for broadband, I have listed this website down in the description. Please visit the website and enter the postcode for your property. Once that's done, you can select the property address. So once you have selected the property address, the website basically gives you all the possible suppliers, supplying the services in that property, and all the possible options as well. If you are someone who has high internet users and do gaming streaming, you might want to go for the best possible speed. Or if you just do normal uni stuff and have just standard users, you can just go with normal standard speeds as well.
Now, the important thing you need to take into consideration while moving from student accommodation and renting a house on your own is checking the energy performance certificate of that property. तो क्या होता है नॉर्मली स्टेट एजेंट वगैरह जो भी होते हैं ये लोग घर जब भी वेबसाइट पे एडवर्टाइज करते हैं तो it's very important for the tenant to check the energy efficiency of the property. तो if energy efficiency property की कम होती है एग्जाम्पल पुअर होती है DEF वगैरह में होती है तो उसका रेंट भी कम होते हैं क्योंकि the tenant will end up paying more in utilities. So I will link the website down in the description. Do check that out. Put your property postcode in the website, select your property, and it will basically give you the ratings of the energy performance index. तो अगर आपकी property C D तक है, it's fine. If it's anything below that, you might have to double think that, क्योंकि since UK has harsh cold weather during winter, तो आपको central heating on करनी होती है, तो you might end up spending a lot of your money in central heating just to heat up the property. And it also tells you how insulated is that property. If the property is not well insulated, well, it doesn't make sense to heat more the property as well. You will lose all the heat. तो आपको वो भी चेक करनी होती है. The EPC Checker website also gives you the information if the property is dual fuel or single fuel. इसका मतलब ये होता है कि most of the property in UK are dual fuel. That means the property has both gas and electricity. If that's the case, that's very good. Otherwise, if it's all electric, you might again end up spending more. तो क्या होता है normally dual fuel मतलब आपकी जो भी cooking, so boiler हो गई, heating हो गई, एंड कुकिंग की लाइक जो भी इक्विपमेंट होती है जैसे हॉब वगैरह जो भी होती है ये गैस से रन होती है. And in all electric property everything is supplied run by electricity. Since electricity is almost twice as expensive as gas, so if it's only all electric property, so you will end up paying more than dual fuel property. So do check that out as well and make sure you know exactly which property are you going for. Now explaining on what basis you will be paying for your utilities. So explaining the payment. तो normally यहाँ पे meters पे depend होता है कि आप कैसे pay करेंगे. So there are different types of meter here. One is prepayment meter, or like the one prepayment basically means the concept how our mobile phone works. You recharge the meter and based on that top up balance you will get the supply to your property. The other one is credit meter. And so credit meter पे normally क्या होती है again it's just a simple one as back home. So at the end of the month we might have to take the meter reading, send it to the suppliers, and you will be billed in terms of your uses. So make sure you know what sort of meter you've got in your property as well. Sometimes the credit one might be cheaper, or sometimes prepayment one might be cheaper. And again, these things are different for electric and gas. Electricity has different meter, and gas has different meter, since these are measured in two different units: electric in kilowatt hour, gas in meter cube or cubic feet, whatever. So since you have to make different payment to different suppliers for different services that you are using, so आपको इलेक्ट्रिक सप्लायर्स को अलग से पेमेंट करने थे, गैस को वाटर, ब्रॉडबैंड, टीवी लाइसेंस, अगर एंड मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली हाँ अगर आप टीवी like if you have a TV and use live streaming services like BBC and all these things, you might have to get the TV license as well. तो आपको अलग से सभी सप्लायर्स को पे करनी होती है. एंड इफ यू फेल टू मेक अ पेमेंट और इफ यू हैव अ मिस पेमेंट, तो ये सप्लायर्स थर्ड पार्टी एजेंसी को कांटेक्ट करते हैं कि अपनी डेट रिकवरी करने को. And this third party agency might visit your property and send you debt collection notice and all this thing. This might affect your credit history, so be very careful about that. However, there is a solution for this as well. So instead of making payments to different suppliers for different services that they are providing, so there are services in the market to manage all these things into one bundle, all these things into one monthly payment. So these are called bills management company. So to name a few, there are One Utility Bill, Billing Better, Buns, Huddle, Split the Bills, and all these things. So all you have to do is visit their website, get a quote. They do provide services such as unlimited or capped. So unlimited basically means you pay one monthly payment, no matter what your uses are, you'll still make the same payment. तो आपको अपना uses monitor वगैरह कुछ नहीं करनी होती है. So you can just pay one monthly payment, and the capped one basically is आपको allowance दी जाएगी at the start of the package. So based on that allowance you will be billed. So अगर आप at the end of the package you used more than what you have offered, तो आपको extra pay करनी होती है. If you didn't use up what they have offered, you will get that money refunded. So make sure you read about all the services as well. तो अगर आप एक हाउस में मूव हो रही है जो जिसको मतलब if you are moving into the house for the first time and you don't know how all the services work, it's better to go with a bills management company to take all the hassle from you. अगर एक साल के बाद मतलब आप समझ भी जाएंगे how all these things work, then you can take things on your own. And especially if you are moving into the house with the housemate you don't even know, so better to go with bills management company क्योंकि you can't control the other person uses. And also make sure आप cancellation fees वगैरह terms and conditions वगैरह भी पढ़े क्योंकि यहाँ पे फिक्स पैकेजेस दी जाती है ये कंपनी के थ्रू. तो इफ़ यू कैंसिल मिडवे तो आपको एक्स्ट्रा पे करनी होती है क्योंकि the way this services works is मतलब आपको आपके यूजेस एस्टिमेट की जाती होती है कि आप winter में ज़्यादा यूज़ करेंगे और समर में कम. So if you only stay with them through during summer month, because you are overpaying in summer month and underpaying in winter month, तो अगर आप मिडवे कैंसिल करेंगे तो सीजनैलिटी फी वगैरह ये सब पे करनी होती है. तो मेक श्योर यू रीड अबाउट दिस. एंड कैंसिलेशन फीस भी होती है. एंड अगर इफ यू sign up for a fixed package for 12 month and आप बीच में ही कैंसिल कर गए तो £100 वगैरह कुछ ये सब कैंसिलेशन फीस वगैरह होती है. ये सब भी देख ले. एंड मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली आप कूलिंग ऑफ पीरियड वगैरह के बारे में भी पढ़े क्योंकि इफ यू थिंक लाइक दिस सर्विस इज नॉट फॉर यू, you can cancel the service anytime within 14 days within cooling off period. Now this can be 14 days or 1 month. So like every company in the UK has to provide some cooling off period if they are providing services to the end user or consumer. So cooling off period होती है. तो during this cooling off period आप you can cancel the services without any cancellation fee. So I know there was a lot of information in this and a lot of things might not even make sense, but trust me, moving in season is a very busy time. You have to pack your bags, search for the house, do your research for utilities. You might still continue working, you have uni going on, so it's a busy time. So I thought like this might help. And yeah, if you watch the video till the end and if you find this video helpful,